Tiffany Renee, and you're listening to Smooth House Radio.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the RollUp Show. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Zeke, and I'm happy to be here. I hope you are too. It's gonna be a good show tonight. I know y'all hear that funk in the background. That's your boy, MrUnique, featuring me, Zeke Pictures. Listen, make sure y'all go grab that right now. Go grab it right now. There you go, pictures right there. That's what y'all hear in the background. MrUnique ThaProducer, featuring your boy Zeke. Pictures in the background. We playing it all night. So you might as well get used to it because we playing it all night on the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke. Because over here, you just never know what we gonna do. We spontaneous, baby. Which brings me to my next thing. The topic for tonight. The topic for tonight, the book of Adam, or the Apocrypha of Adam. Oh yeah, we gonna get into it tonight, y'all. We ain't gonna even play with it. Tonight gonna be a good one. Tonight is going to be a good one because we're going to break down what actually happened back in the days of Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? The creation, how they were created, and a whole lot of things that they went through. It's a great journey that I'm going to take you on when we dive into the words of the Apocrypha of Adam, right? But what I want you to do is that I want you to sit down and actually open your heart to what's about to happen tonight. I don't want you to come into this room with any type of animosity on your chest towards what you feel will be said tonight. I want you to come into this room and I want you to sit down, right? And I want you to get yourself as comfortable as you can, right? Because when we open up this door to the Apocrypha of Adam, I don't want to have any negativity on your heart, but I want you to be able to receive everything I'm about to tell you with an open heart and an open understanding to know that I'm not here to make fun of anybody. I'm not here to blame, shame, or do anything wrong to anybody, but I'm here hmm, as a servant of the Most High, because that never changes. I'm here to deliver the truth to you in a way that you've never seen before. Yeah, we serious tonight. I know. I see y'all. Y'all like, oh, that. Yeah, because y'all used to me jumping up and down and being all hype. I'm still that, but I'm just that in a different type of season. See, now I'm somewhere else because this topic is so important to me. Hmm? Because people, all they know about Adam and Eve is what they read in the KJV. Hmm? Because you've never actually did the thing, and that's your research to actually figure out what was Adam and Eve actually about, what actually happened to Adam and Eve. And if you was on the show yesterday, I said who was the snake, who was really the snake that was in the garden with Adam and Eve, right? So tonight we're going to go over a couple of things. And like I said, I want you to understand this from a point of view of knowledge. That's the only word I could really come up with. Understand this from a point of view of knowledge that you've never heard before. Knowledge that's not even really presented in the KJV. This what we're about to dive into. You've probably never even seen this before, but I do want to tell you this. We're going to dive into this, right? And in us diving into this, you're going to see a lot of broken passages. It's because that this was one of the books that was written off, that was burned. Huh? This book that we're about to read, it wasn't even supposed to be presented today, but somehow my team, my producer, and my team, we were able to somehow dig it up, and we found the Apocrypha of Adam. But there are going to be a lot of missing points because it was burned. So it's going to be a lot of stuff that we're probably going to read and skip over, but it's gonna all make sense in the end because I'm going to explain it to you. Okay. So with that being said, let's just go ahead on and jump right into it. This is the Apocrypha of Adam. Now, I'm not going to be on the screen, but you guys are still going to hear me because I'm still here. All right. So let's jump into it. It says, the revelation which Adam taught his son Seth in the 700 year. This is in the 700 years. So this is early days of the world. 700 to be exact, right? This is the 700 years saying, listen to my words, my son Seth. When God had created me out of the earth along with Eve, your mother, I went about with her in a glory which she had seen in the eons from which we had come forth. She taught me a word of knowledge of the eternal God, and we resembled the great eternal angels, for we were higher than the God who had created us and the powers with him. I'm going to stop right there and we're going to go over that right there. It said, and we resemble the great eternal God, right? So the great eternal God is the God that's within, because he says it. They experienced or they resembled the great eternal angels. And we resembled the great eternal angels, for we were higher than the God who created us. They were higher than the God who had created them, because the God that created them was man, but he was an Anunnaki. He was an Anunnaki, and his name was Enlil. His name was Enkill, and his brother name was Enlil. Right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. He said, for we were higher than the God who had created us and the powers with him. So they had more powers than him, and they were more powerful than he was. They were more powerful than he was. They were more higher than he was, right? He said, whom we did not know. It say, then God, the ruler of the eons and the powers, divided us in wrath. It say, then God, the ruler of the eons, which means the God of the earth, the God of the earth, not the God of the whole universe, but the God of that earth, the God, the ruler of the eons and the powers that was within that earth, within that world, right? He said, then God, the ruler of the eons and the powers, divided us in wrath. Then we became two eons. So he divided Adam and Eve in wrath because they were higher than him and they were more powerful than him. This is the same God, you guys, that we were talking about yesterday on the MrUnique and Motivational Poet Show, that were telling them to go into the land and to listen. And if they don't be praying to him, then he want them to bust into their house, kill them, bust into their house, kill them, right? And drag all their stuff to the middle of the city and burn it as a burnt offering, a burnt sacrifice to him. And then his wrath would be reduced. This is the same God, the ruler of the eons and the powers who divided Adam and Eve in wrath, is the same God that did all those things that we were talking about on the MrUnique and Motivational Poor Show. So let's keep going. It say, then God, the ruler of the eons and the powers, divided us in wrath. Then we became two eons, right? Then we became two eons. Let me see. In the glory, in the wrath, we became two eons, and the glory in our hearts left us. Me and your mother Eve, along with the first knowledge that breathed within us, and it in capital and in parentheses glory fled from us. It entered into blank 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 great blank 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 which had come forth not from this eon from which we had come forth, I and Eve your mother. But it knowledge entered into the seed of great eons. For this reason I myself have called by I myself have called you by the name of that man who is the seed of the great generation, or from whom it comes. Right? So let's talk about that, right? It says that the glory in their hearts left them. The glory in their hearts left them because they were not one. That's why it says in the Bible that when you leave your mother and your father house to go and cleave into that bosom and become one, because everything originated as one. But Adam and Eve had got divided into two because of the wrath that the God who had created them had against them, because he found out that yes, he created them, but he didn't breathe life into them. See, the thing is that he created them. He did everything he could to structure them. And the reason why he created them was because he wanted them to be his slave. So he created them. But just because he created them doesn't mean he breathed his breath in them, because he didn't. He created them, but the higher consciousness God is the one who breathed life into them. That's why they were higher and more powerful than the God who created them was. In return, he divided them into two. And because he did that, the glory that they had from the most high consciousness God, it left them because they became human like us. Let's read. Let's keep reading. It says, but in knowledge enter into the seed of great eons. For this reason, I myself have called you by the name of the man who is the seed of the great generation, or from whom it comes. After those days, the eternal knowledge of the God of truth withdrew from me and your mother Eve. Did you hear what I just said? It said, after those days, the eternal, which is within you, it's right there on your screen. The eternal God. The one that's within. You got to understand, y'all, that while we're reading this, they never said the God on the outside. They never said the God above. They never said the God in the heavens. They never said that. They said the eternal God, which is the God that's within. I need you to understand that, because this is the difference between your Bible and the Gnostics' Bible. This is the difference between telling you lies and actually teaching you the truth. You came on this show because you wanted to know the truth. So argue me this then. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Argue me that. It's within. He said the eternal God. Let's see. It say, for this reason, I myself have called you by the same name of the man who is the seed of the generation, of the great generation, or from whom it comes. After those days, the eternal knowledge of the God of truth withdrew from me and your mother. It says the eternal knowledge of the God, the eternal knowledge of the God of truth withdrew, because that God that's within you is the God of truth. That's the God of light. That's the God of everything, the God that's within you. That's why you are a God, because God is within you. Y'all have to stop arguing against that. Stop fighting me against that. You are a God. Why? Because God lives within you. That's why he said the eternal God. The eternal God is the God that's within. You can't fight that because it's right there on your screen. So it says, after those days, the eternal knowledge of of the God of truth withdrew from me and your mother Eve. Since that time, we learned about dead things like men. Because I told you once he divided them, they became like us, which was man. Then we recognized the God who had created us. Ooh, did y'all see that? I need y'all to follow me. At first, they didn't understand or see the God who had created them because they were higher than him. They were more powerful than him. So that level that they were at, he wasn't even able or capable to get to it. The only way that they were able to understand the God that created them was because he had to divide them in order for their glory to leave. He had to divide them in wrath. That's why it says right there, then God, the ruler of the eon and the powers, divided us in wrath. Then we became two eons, and the glory in our hearts left us. Because the glory in their hearts came from the higher consciousness God, not the God who created them. He was lower than them. He was a Lord God, Lord G. He wasn't the capital G. That's why when he divided them, they were able to know who he was. That's why he said that. After those days, the eternal knowledge of the God of truth withdrew from me and your mother Eve. Since that time, we learned about dead things like men. Then we recognized the God who had created us, for we were not strangers to his powers. And we served him in fear and slavery. And after these things, we became darkened in our hearts. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? It said, then we recognized the God who had created us because he divided them. And when he divided them, their glory and the knowledge that they had left them. So they became man like us. And when they became man like us, it allowed the God that created them to be more powerful and higher than they was. So now they started worshiping him in fear and in truth, exactly what y'all doing today in these churches. And I don't care if you get mad at me. You're only worshiping him because they say if you don't, you're going to go to hell. Stop lying, nigga. You can't lie to me. That's the only reason why you're worshiping him. Because you're afraid. You're afraid to actually go and do your research to see if that's true. But that's why you have the roll-up show with your boy Z, because I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring the facts in your face. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, that's on you, man. That's your life. But I'm telling you the truth. You're reading it on your screen right now. And we served him in fear and slavery. And after these things, we became darkened in our hearts. Why were they darkened in their hearts, guys? Because he divided them in two, and the happiness that they had was from the eternal God that was inside of them. But when he divided them in two, they didn't have that power anymore that they had in them because he took it away from them because he was jealous because they were more higher than he was. We're going to break. It's the Roll Up Show with your boy Z. I will be back. Don't be mad at me. I'll be back.
Looking to record your next demo? DBoy Records and Blacked Out Studios for all the things you need to record that perfect song. From mixing, mastering, producers, musicians, singers, and songwriters. Call 424-320-8675. Also, go check out the hot new project from DBoy Records artist Tiffany Renee on all major streaming platforms. DBoy Records, Blacked Out Studios. It's the place to free your mind.
Brought to you by
Queen vibes appeal, designed with the real queen in mind. I'm MrUnique beat.
Smooth House TV. Catch the adventures of Curly P Monday through Friday, 12:11 Central, Saturday and Sunday, 2:1 Central. The MrUnique and Motivational Quarter Show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9-8 Central. The Roll-Up Show with Z, Tuesday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. The MrUnique Show, Thursday, 9-8 Central. Freestyle Friday, 9-8 Central. Also, you can catch us on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, even LinkedIn. Just go to Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. Brought to you by
MrUnique beat. Why not?
This is very emotional for me. Time's getting hard, but nobody wants to see. Everybody's flowing through their own mind, but inside it's me who I really want to be. I'm trying to take this time to unwind, but this time is hard. This time I can't really get to the places that I want to be, because it's the enemy inside of me. And that is the one that's really against me. I'm fighting a battle that's spiritually. And I'm trying to see the waves, but my eyes won't allow me to see. I have to open up my world to new possibilities and see that the young kid in me is starving for new eternity. It's a blind man's game, but you gotta learn how to be something strong. It's a cold world out there, and sometimes it'll leave you on your own. But you gotta understand that you have the power within, so you can always stay strong. And this life and this journey just might leave you alone. Remember that. It's a fact. But it's okay, because life will always bring you back. Enjoy it and understand it. Cope with it. Because a lot of things always happen in your life. But understand me, you can understand it. Know your heart, live your life, and love your people. Bless.
Yo, welcome back, yo, welcome back to the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke. Y'all already know how we doing it tonight, man. Listen, I am just grateful to be here. I hope you are too. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Y'all know I'm here, but y'all not gonna really see me too much tonight, because I really want y'all to read this with me, follow along, you know what I'm saying, so that y'all won't think that I'm making any of this up. It's right in your face too, and you can read it with me because it's there. It's right there. It's all facts. Okay, so it's the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke. Y'all already know what it is, man. And listen, the topic for tonight is the Book of Adam, or the Apocrypha of Adam. Okay, and we left off with saying that the God who had created them, right, he divided them in wrath because he was mad, because they were more powerful than him and they were more higher than he was. They were even They resembled the great eternal angels, y'all. Listen to what they're saying. This is how powerful Adam and Eve was. This is what y'all don't see in the KJV. Adam and Eve was really powerful. They resembled the great angels, which means they were powerful. They were powerful people. But because of that, the God who created them got mad at that. And I'm going to give you a whole story on the backstory of the real God who created them, and the God who they talking about in the Bible, and where he came from, where he originated from. We don't listen. It's 8 weeks of nothing but good cold hard facts we about to give y'all. You understand? But it say what we was going over before we broke or took a break was that the God, he divided them in wrath because they were more powerful than him, right? And because he divided them in wrath, the glory and the knowledge that they had obtained from the eternal God, which is the God that lives in everybody, the God that lives in all of us, is actually that electricity that we all have in our body. That's why when we go into that mode where we're about to die, they say clear and put the little heart monitor, the beat thing on you, and all that electricity from that thing, kadoosh, and it brings you back because we have electricity flowing through our body. But that electricity that we have flowing through our body is God. He lives in all of us. That's why we are gods. And the more you understand that in life, the more your life will get more understanding. All right, but let's jump back into it. So he said that the God had created, he divided them in wrath, right? And because he did that, they were afraid of his powers. It say, for we were not strangers to his powers, because they already knew of this God because he was the one that created them. And now that they didn't have the powers that they had, he did what he did. Because they didn't have the powers that they had that were more higher than he was, he divided them in wrath. And that means that his power became more higher than they was. And because of that, they served him in fear and in slavery. And after these things, they became darkened in their hearts. It says, now I slept in the thought of my heart. I slept. Now I slept in the thought of my heart, which means that he became darkened in his heart and he went to sleep thinking about that in his heart. He had those thoughts not only in his mind, but in his heart, which means that it was something that was for real. It say, and I saw three men before me whose likeness I was unable to recognize, since they were not the powers of the God who had created us. Ooh, say what? Whoa, hold up. Wait, bring it back. Bring it back. Could this possibly be Yeshua we talking about right here? Y'all call him Jesus, but I call him Yeshua. Could this possibly be Yeshua that we're talking about right here? He said, and I saw three men before me whose likeness I was unable to recognize, since they were not the powers of the God who had created us. So whoever this was way more powerful than the God who had created them, because it say they surpassed blank 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 glory and blank 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 men blank blank blank, saying to me, arise, Adam, from the sleep of death, and hear about the eons and the seed of that man to whom life has come, who came from you and from Eve your wife. See, you got to understand that because he was darkened, and what that mean is because his light didn't shine anymore. His light was so dim to the point that like it's like he was dead. He was no more. He was nothing. He was so hurt in his heart, and his powers were so weakened that he didn't even want to live anymore. But because of those three powerful men who came and they told him to get up, Adam, arise from the sleep of death and hear about the eons and the seed of that man to whom life has come, who came from you and from Eve, your wife. Then it says, when I heard these words from the great men who were standing before me, then we sighed I and Eve in our hearts. And the Lord, the God who had created us, stood before us. He said to us, Adam, why were you both sighing in your hearts? Do you not know that I am the God who created you, and I breathed into you a spirit of life as a living soul? Then darkness came upon our eyes. Mm, wow. It say, then the it says, then the God who created us. This is the God that's in the Bible now. This is the God that's in the Bible. It say, then the God who created us created a son from himself and Eve, your mother. Did y'all just hear me? It say, then the God who created us created a son himself from himself and Eve, your mother. I knew sweet desire for your mother. For blank, 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 in the thought of my blank, 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 I knew a sweet desire for your mother. Then the vigor of our eternal knowledge was destroyed in us, and weakness pursued us. Therefore, the days of our life became few, for I knew that I had come under the authority of death. This is all facts, y'all. This is right. We going deep into Adam and Eve. We're going deep. That we're going to things that you guys don't even know about, because this like I said, this whole book was burned, almost deleted, written off. Yes, this is the story of Cain and Abel. It was not Adam's. It was not Adam's. It was actually the God that's in the Bible. That's why when they came out, they didn't like each other, because they didn't come the right way. So let's keep reading. It say, now then, my son Seth, I will reveal to you the things which those men whom I saw before me at the first revealed to me, after I have completed the times of this generation, and the years of the generation have been accomplished. Then blank, 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 slave, blank, 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 and it say blank, page 68, because like I told you, all of this stuff was definitely burned, and it was not supposed to be found. But let's continue. It say, for rain showers of God the Almighty will be poured forth, so that he destroy all flesh of God the Almighty, so that he might destroy all flesh from the earth on account of the things that is seeks after, along with those from the seed of the men to whom passed the life of the knowledge which came from me and Eve, your mother. Did y'all hear that? This is the flood. For rain showers of God the Almighty will be poured forth, so that he might destroy all flesh from the earth on account of the things that it seeks after, because they wasn't praying to him, because they wasn't seeking after him, because they didn't believe in him. They believe in the higher consciousness God, and because that, he put a flood upon the city because they didn't want to serve him. It's right there. So that he might destroy all flesh from the earth on account of the things that it seeks after, along with those from the seed of the men to whom passed the life of the knowledge which came from me and Eve, your mother. For they were strangers to him. Why were they strangers to him, people? Because they didn't know who he was. He was a regular person like me and you. He put on his pant leg one leg at a time. He put on his pant leg one leg at a time. Exactly. He was seeking after worship and praise, and they wasn't worshiping him, and they wasn't praising him. So he got jealous, and he put a flood upon the land. This is what they don't tell you in the Bible. He put a flood upon the land. He did it because he was jealous, because they wasn't serving him, but they were serving the most high God, the consciousness God, the one that lives within, that's who they were serving. And he was jealous. That's why he rained showers on the people, on all flesh, so that he may be able to kill those people off, to bring new people in to be his slaves. All right, real quick before we take a break, let me finish this one. So that it may destroy all from the earth an account of the things that it seeks after, along with those from the seed of the men to whom passed the light of the knowledge which came from me and Eve, your mother, for they were strangers to him. Afterwards, great angels will come on high clouds, who will bring those men into the place where the spirits of life dwell. Blank, 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 glory, blank, 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 there comes from heaven to earth. Then the whole multitude of flesh will be left behind in the waters. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. You already know what it is, man. It's the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke. I hope y'all enjoying the show like I am. We got Bob Palawalakowski next. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We'll be back.
What I do. No, you just tell them what I told you to tell them, because I am Bob Palawalakowski. Welcome back. How you guys doing? This is the Bob Palawalakowski Show on the best network ever, Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. I'm sorry, guys. I tried to do it the way you told me to. Hopefully, I said that last part right. Anyway, today, oh my God, today we're having the most amazing interview ever that all of you guys loved to just ask me about all the time. When are you going to interview Curly P? When are you going to interview Curly P? And I was like, who is this Curly P guy? So I did my research. Today, we're interviewing the most international player, international pimp, and everybody's father. Not mine, though, because... look at this face. Anyway, Curly P, that's what they call him. So we're going to go live with Curly P on a satellite. Hopefully he's not talking to us from jail. We know how you black people can be. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Anyway, so Curly, how's it going over there, buddy? Wherever you are. And how's life treating you?
I'm doing good, Bob Palawalakowski. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good. He's an international player, international pimp, Curly P. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good, but I'm not your buddy.
Well, Curly, thank you for all of that jibber-jabber, bullshit that you're doing over there. Good to see that you're not in jail, because we know you love fried chicken. No, all right, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Okay. So, Curly, how long did it actually take you to become the international player pimp that everybody claim you are?
First off, Bob Palawalakowski, all right, the little chicken jokes, it ain't funny.
Whoa, Curly.
Right? It ain't funny.
I didn't mean any harm by it when I said it.
I am internationally pimping Curly P.
I
You
apologize.
can go and look me up, okay? I was sitting with the best of the best. You know what I'm talking about, okay? It was George Washington Carver.
Well, that's good, Curly.
You
I
understand
am
what I'm trying to
so
tell you?
glad
So don't play
that
with my
you
name
have
like that, okay?
told us
And I've been
everything
internationally
about
pimping
yourself
for a
and how
long
you
time,
got
alright?
to the
I
point of
probably done fucked your mama,
internationally pimping.
okay?
That
So
is
don't
so
play with me. I'm
amazing.
international.
I apologize. I didn't want to step on any toes, you know. Because you know you black people toes look like Tyrannosaurus Rex feet.
Tyrannosaurus,
I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
I'm about to come over there.
So anyway, Curly.
Hey, you better stop playing with us. That means
So
you send out
your
feet look like
pimping
that.
is
Hey, listen, stop
internationally,
playing.
right? So why haven't I, Bob Palawalakowski, heard of you before? Answer that one, Mr.
You don't know
Curly
me because
P.
you're lame, okay? And you're not looking in the right spots, okay? I'm international pimp,
Okay.
Curly P, okay? And I does this, baby, for a living. I got
No,
things
Curly.
out, you know, like these. I'm doing
Curly.
my thing, got
Cool.
jury out. I'm
Okay,
Curly
I
P,
just
baby,
wanted to
listen.
know. I never
got
heard of
half
you
of the
before,
pinky
but yet
ring.
you're
I only got the
international
whole
pimping.
pinky
You're
ring.
all
I
everywhere.
got
You're
half
all
of
over
the
the
pinky
world.
ring 'cause
Every
I'm
time I
Curly
drive
P.
and
You need
I'm
to know
going
about me,
places,
bro.
all
So
I
do your
hear is
research.
Curly
You don't
P.
know about
All
me
this
because you're
craziness.
lame.
I'm just
Maybe
tired
because
of it.
you're white,
I don't
but
know. That
But
was
yeah,
a bit.
that's
I
what it
actually
is.
did
Bob,
want to say that. I don't know. Anyway, that's all for today, people.
Thanks
It
for
was
having
just
me,
a
Bob.
snippet of
Thanks
Curly
for
P's
having me,
interview.
Bob.
We'll have more with Curly and me, Bob Palawalakowski. This is the Smooth House TV Network.
Thanks for having me.
I'm your
dog.
host. Sorry.
I'll be back to you know what to do. Hit me up on the phone. I'll come back and do the second interview with your Bob. I'm out.
Hopefully his gun don't get jammed. Okay. All right. Bob Polowalakowski, and I'm out, guys. Peace.
I gotta try to be quiet. I gotta try to be quiet because I can't let my pimping show because my pimping is just so good. I gotta be quiet. Oh, I gotta be quiet. Boy, they got no cameras in here or not like that, so I'm good. Let me. Oh man. Ain't nobody here. What was I about to do? That's it. The wallet right here. Let me get that wallet. Ooh, I got that wallet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you just made me happy. My day got good. Okay, let me put this in my pimping. Oh, shit. Oh, boy, you ugly as hell. That's just me. Boy, you looking kind of good, boy. Okay, hey, I just got me some money. Oh, now I get, oh, God, I gotta go.
A few moments later.
Man, I know I left my doggone wallet here, man. I know I left my wallet here when because when I came out the room, I put my wallet, hold up, that looks strange. That wasn't here when I left. What in the world is this? Oh, Curly P. Yep, I know what that is. You can't get that hair grease from nowhere else. All right, Curly, I got you. Okay, I'm gonna do something about it. Got you. Boy, I tell you the truth, boy. This boy Curly, man, I just don't understand what would make him do something so stupid like that. Like, what would make him want to go and just break into somebody's house and steal something? Like, I just don't get it, dog. Just so stupid, like. Schoolhouse TV? They calling me for? Oh, snap. It's probably MrUnique calling me, trying to figure out why I haven't came back yet. But I can't because Curly done took my doggone wallet. Let me answer it.
Phil, is it okay if we say nigger? Oh, come on, Phil. Don't act like you've never done it before. It's just not me, Bob. It's you too, Phil. Yeah, you did. You did it that one time we were watching, what's his name? Cabron Ames? Wow. Yeah, when he did that big shawoosh knuckles, like, oh, this nigger is gut. And he was like, yeah, that nigger is. And I was like, oh, but we can't say that on air? Okay, no worries. I won't say it then, nigger. Oh, welcome back to the show. It's your host, the one and only Bob Polowalakowski here on the Smooth House TV network, the smoothest place on earth. Maybe I can do it next time. I'm trying to be hip like you black people. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Anyway, boy, oh man, didn't see you there. Must have booty dowed you, trying to get into the form of what you niggers say. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that word. I apologize. So, we see that you have some feud going on with Curly P.
Hey, bro, how you know what's going on in my house, man?
Well, you know us white people, we know everything. Anyways, don't worry about all that. You just need to answer the question, Mr. Poet.
How do you know what's going on?
Huh? What are you going to do about Curly P breaking into your house, Mr. Baller Shot Caller? Wow. What are you going to do about it?
Bob, I ain't got time for this, Bob. You know what, bro?
Don't you hang up on me. Don't you get back here. Well, guys, we'll be back for whatever return that there may be. This is Bob Polowalakowski and Smooth House TV Network, the smoothest place on. Oh, I could never get that last part right. I think I've been eating too much fried chicken. Okay, I'm out. Peace.
Man, this man Curly got me so hot. Curly, answer the phone, bro. Answer the phone.
What good, poet? What good? What going on? What going on, poet?
Curly, what you got going on over there, bro?
I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. No, not that one. The other one. The other one.
Okay, Curly,
I ain't doing nothing. What good?
Where's my wallet?
I don't know what you talking about. Why you calling me actually where your wallet is? Not that one, girl.
Because
The other
I
one.
know
Come on
you
now,
were at
real
my
bro.
house and you took my wallet. Now I'm gonna ask you again, Curly, where is
What?
my wallet?
Come on, hey man, listen, boy. It's February. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this black on black thing.
Okay.
Not that one. The other wallet, girl.
You want
I
to
ain't took no wallet.
Then
I don't know
what's
what you're
this?
talking about.
What's this, Curly?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
this.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh. That's this
this
right
is
here.
yours, bro. This is yours. Nigga hung up on me.
Hi, I'm Kaya, and welcome to Kaya's Corner. As you know, February is Black History Month, and today's Did You Know is about Dr. Mae Jemison. She was the first African-American female to go to space. She was a doctor before an astronaut, and that's today's Kaya's Corner. See you next week!
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back, man, to the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke. Y'all already know, man. We've been doing our thing. I know, okay, y'all wanted to see me. There I go. I'm here, y'all. I'm here. What's good? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Hey, brother, listen. You over there getting your freak on, brother. I'm gonna need you to stop touching the keys. I can take it from here. You understand? I'm gonna need you to stop. If you're fondling over there, you do your thing. Okay. Now listen. Welcome back to the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke, man. Hey, we here tonight. We here tonight. Y'all don't see my producer. That's why y'all like, why you laughing? Because my producer in the background. Okay. All right. Welcome to the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke, man. I hope y'all enjoy yourself like I am. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in the beginning, I hope y'all are taking this to the heart. You know what I'm saying? With the understanding to know that I'm just bringing more knowledge to you. I'm just bringing more knowledge to you. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just expanding your mind to a different type of world. I want to help you renew your mind so that you can understand that it's a whole nother story out there. There's a whole nother life out there besides what they're teaching us in the KJV. That's all I want to let you know, because I came up in church. I grew up in church. My daddy was a pastor. You know what I'm saying? My granddaddy was a pastor. My grandmama in the heavy still to today, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? My family on that side, they in the heavy, and I don't knock it. It's cool, Everybody got their own life to live. But my thing is that from where I came from, how I was brought up to now, I just see a whole lot of different things in life. And even in the stories that are put in the Bible, they don't add up. With the just like you've seen with Adam and Eve, none of this stuff is in the Bible. None of this stuff is in the Bible. You would have never known that they were divided in wrath. That they were divided in wrath. You would have never known that if I would have never read that to you, because it doesn't say that in the KJV. It doesn't say that they were divided in wrath. And we didn't even really get a chance to get to who the snake was in the garden. We didn't even really get to the garden. We didn't even really get to all of that. But we're going to get into that tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to jump into that because it's the Miss Unique and the Motivational Poet Show tomorrow. And we're going to jump into that. We're going to jump into the garden. We're going to jump into who that God really is. We're going to jump into a whole, because he had a brother. Yeah, it's a whole lot that y'all don't really know about. But tomorrow we're gonna go even deeper into the Apocrypha of Adam. And we're going to show y'all a whole lot of things that y'all don't see in the KJV. That's all I want to do. I'm not trying to change your perception. I just want to give you I don't want to change your perception. I just want to bring you just some different information that you've never seen before. That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to, hey, if that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But I just want to open up your light to something different. Because if he's saying that they got divided in wrath and that they worship here in fear and in slavery, then it kind of makes you wonder why every time you say something or, you look at the world today, you see what's going on. It's on your screen. Who killed more people? And that 10 was actually 7 of Job kids. So that was permission from God. So that really don't count. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's in the Bible. It's in your Bible. It's in the Bible. But the first thing you got to really understand is who is KJV? Who is King James? Because we're hearing him every Sunday, even in we're not hearing him every Sunday. We're not hearing him in Sunday school. We're not hearing him. We didn't learn about him in school in American history and nothing. And we should have learned about him before you taught us about Christopher Columbus. You should have been teaching us about King James before you told us about Christopher Columbus. Because it started there. It started there. Because it was two different, it was already a division in his eyes. Because they was going to the crib, reading a Bible that was actually making them become stronger and better as people. And then they were going to the church where his people was, and they were dumbing them down to not be those people that they were being outside of the church. And King James seen that, and he said, no, we can't have this. We need one division. We need one God. We don't need multiple. We need one. So let's go into the land. Let's take all these Bibles. Let's kill anybody with this knowledge, and we're going to just have this one Bible and serve this one God. And nobody knows about King James, but yet every Sunday y'all opening up the King James and reading out of it, and y'all not reading everything in it though. You're not reading Deuteronomy where he talks about killing, or Colossians where he talking about killing, or Corinthians where he talking about killing. Y'all not reading those. Y'all only reading the ones that feels good to your soul, that you know that's gonna get the people up. Oh Lord. Well, if you see it said, Lord, your God, I'm telling you, man, y'all, bro, listen, we're going to break this thing down to y'all. Because at the end of the day, Yeshua said that when you come in the truth, when you come into the truth, it's going to flip you upside down. It's going to flip everything that you thought upside down. And it's real. It's definitely real. But listen, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show like I did, man. Listen, it's the RollUp Show with your boy Zeke. I know y'all hear what's going on in the background, but we've been playing it the whole show like I told you. It's on your screen right now. Pictures. MrUnique ThaProducer, Future, your boy Zeke, me. And we here. I need y'all to go get that. Go get that. Go get that. Go get that. Go get it right now. It's out right now. Go get it right now. All major platforms, man. All major platforms. It's out right now. I know y'all hear it. We've been bumping it. Listen, if you know, it's not going to hurt to give. You know, and let me say this real quick before I leave. Because the thing is that every time somebody asks for money, people cringe. Anytime somebody asks for help, people cringe. But yet those same people that cringe want to be those big baller people that walk around and make themselves seem like they help everybody out. Listen, if you're gonna help out your black people, help out all your black people. Men, women, everything. Help out all your black people. Don't be selective to the black people who you want to help out. You see somebody start something, man, listen, push them, encourage them. Sometimes it's not even all about money. Sometimes it's about encouragement. Sometimes it's about you going to Apple or iTunes and download pictures. Future Mr. Unique and Zeke. Sometimes it's just about that, just the little things. It's right there on your screen. It's just the little things that count, y'all. So y'all do me and my big brother that favor. Go download it, man. Show us some love because we got more music coming. We got more Curly P coming. We got more Bob Palawalakowski coming. Man, we doing our thing. Hey, I love y'all. Good night. Ooh.
Looking to record your next demo? DBoy Records and Blacked Out Studios for all the things you need to record that perfect song. From mixing, mastering, producers, musicians, singers, and songwriters. Call 424-320-8675. Also, go check out the hot new project from DBoy Records artist Tiffany Renee on all major streaming platforms. DBoy Records, Blacked Out Studios. It's the place to free your mind.
Brought to you by
Queen Vibes Apparel, designed with the real queen in mind. MrUnique beat.
Smooth House TV. Catch the adventures of Curly P Monday through Friday, 12-11 Central, Saturday and Sunday, 2-1 Central. The Mr. Unique and Motivational Poet Show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9-8 Central. The RollUp Show with Z, Tuesday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. The Mr. Unique Show, Thursday, 9-8 Central. Freestyle Friday, 9-8 Central. Also, you can catch us on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, even LinkedIn. Just go to Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. Brought to you by
MrUnique beat. Why not?
This is very emotional for me. Time's getting hard, but nobody wants to see. Everybody's flowing through their own mind, but inside it's me who I really want to be. I'm trying to take this time to unwind, but this time is hard. This time I can't really get to the places that I want to be, because it's the enemy inside of me. And that is the one that's really against me. I'm fighting a battle that's spiritually. And I'm trying to see the waves, but my eyes won't allow me to see. I have to open up my world to new possibilities and see that the young kid in me is starving for new eternity. It's a blind man's game, but you gotta learn how to be something strong. It's a cold world out there, and sometimes it'll leave you on your own. But you gotta understand that you have the power within, so you can always stay strong. And this life and this journey just might leave you alone. Remember that. It's a fact. But it's okay, because life will always bring you back. Enjoy it and understand it. Cope with it. Because a lot of things always happen in your life. But understand me, you can understand it. Know your heart, live your life, and love your people.